Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Cooper Moore.
And I'm Jacob Odell.
Tigers, there will be a college and career fair at West Park High School from 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, open to all interested in attending.
Last Thursday, during first period midterms, the fire alarm went off despite there being no fire. We go to Luke Teal on the scene with more.
Midterms were interrupted last Thursday morning by a fire alarm that went off because of construction. And according to Ms. Capel, it was very distracting.
I think it's really hard for students to maintain focus in a lot of ways, but especially when we have something like this and we're trying to be safe and students are trying to do the best they can. So we'll see kind of how our classes can make adjustments. I know our kids are adaptable though.
Not only teachers, but students were also affected by the evacuation.
I didn't finish my midterm and I'm going to be disrupted and it's going to be locked back in. So it's like a big distraction, big no.
I mean, it's really affecting other people. I was just watching Diver Wimpy Kid in my class because I already finished my midterms, but I can see how it's affecting other students because they're trying to focus and this just went off, so it's a big distraction for everyone.
Yeah, I'm saying, we were one more presentation down, and I was like, yes, movie time lasts 40 minutes of class. And then I started hearing beep, boop, beep, boop. I'm like, God, man, are we serious? I know, bro, it's tragic.
Huge inconvenience for students. I had a ton of stuff to catch up on, and now I'm sitting here doing nothing, -5 for merge. That's not my priority. I want to be taking notes for my class.
Thanks, Luke.
And now we go to Spencer Davis with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Spencer Davis. As you all know, there was no broadcast last Friday on account of midterms. However, that didn't stop our athletes from performing. We want to start off this week by introducing our Big Three athletes. Our first member of the Big Three is senior tennis player Ella Fuchs. Fuchs is no stranger to EOTSN as she is currently the defending Foothill Valley League and Division III San Joaquin champion. Fuchs won both of her matches last week 6-0, 6-0 against Placer and Nevada Union and is currently undefeated. Our next member of the Big Three is senior Kylie Scherson for girls volleyball. Scherson serves as the team's middle blocker. In their game against Placer, she had 16 kills, 4 blocks, and hit a .696. She's currently ranked first in the league and third in the division for hitting percentage. Our third and final member of the Big Three is senior water polo player Allie Lowen. Lowen is the Student Athlete of the Month, as well as the top scorer with 52 goals and 62 total points. She's first in the Foothill Valley League for goals and points, as well as second for assists. Last week, the cross-country team headed to their annual Clovis tournament. However, this caused them to miss midterms.
So when we go down to Clovis, it is a school-sanctioned trip for us. So that means that we talk to our teachers and then we take our midterms at a different time. So some people, like I took all of my midterms on Wednesday rather than during the midterm days. But some people, they're taking them sometime this week or earlier in the week last week. And so it is really good for us to go down to Clovis because it is what the course is for state. So if you make it to state, it gives you a preview on what course you'll be running.
On Friday night, football hosted Nevada Union for their senior night, resulting in a 28-3 win for the Tigers. Quarterback Mason Cisnara put up 209 yards with 2 touchdowns, but also had 2 interceptions. On defense, junior Mateo Martinez had a great game with 16 total tackles. As for the pool, the girls had a 22-3 win over Mira Loma. On Saturday, they went 3-0 in their Dixon tournament. The boys had a 15-4 win over Mira Loma and a 19-7 win against Nevada Union. Over the weekend, they also went 3-0 in their Dixon tournament. Moving over to the court, girls volleyball brought home 2 dubs from being on the road last week. On Tuesday, they went 3-1 against Placer, and on Thursday, they went 3-0 against River Valley. Despite the other FVL teams having multiple upsets with each other, the Tigers have remained on top of the league's chaos, going undefeated and are currently ranked 4th in their division. However, they are currently facing an obstacle with the absence of senior middle blocker Kylie Scherson and junior outside hitter Alexis Mitchell in their upcoming match against Nevada Union, the only team that stands between them and a league championship.
Kylie's going to be in a college tour in New York, so our coaches need to figure out another way to have a middle pretty much. So they were trying out different players this weekend, and they ended up with me, so it's going to be hard with Kylie being one of our top scorers, and I've never really played middle, so it's going to be something new. We're going to try to work without her. We're also missing Alexis, so being down two of our top scorers is going to be difficult. So we're going to try to have to make up for that.
Nevada Union's definitely our toughest competition for all of league. And we've been undefeated in league the past 2 years, so definitely without me and Kylie, we're definitely the top 3 hitters or top 2 hitters. So without us, it'll definitely be a little bit different, and then more people are moving positions to things that they've never played before.
It's also their senior night, so they're pretty much expecting to like go in and try to beat us because like it's a big game for them. So we really have to like fight hard for this one.
As for the girls, flag football lost 19-0 to 12 Bridges, but quickly bounced back against Yuba City, winning 28-27 in double overtime, with the scorers being Olivia Ayala and Layla Sanders. Now let's get into the game schedule for the week. Today, golf takes on 12 Bridges, while girls tennis plays Del Campo. Girls volleyball will also host Del Campo for their Dig Pink night. The theme for the Tiger Cage is a pink out, and there will be a raffle and a bake sale fundraiser. The varsity match will start at 6:30. Both water polo teams are at Bear River and Del Campo. There are no games tomorrow. On Thursday, girls golf plays Wood Creek, girls tennis and girls volleyball are at Nevada Union. Both water polo teams are at West Park, while flag football hosts River Valley. That's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Spencer. On Thursday, Warner Bros. Announced they'd be making a second Minecraft movie to release in July of 2027. First Barbenheimer, now Simscraft. I'd love to see this replicate the success and the humor of the first movie, but I have this feeling that they're going to milk it for every cent that it's worth. In other news, Taylor Swift continues to try and take your money because she's releasing not only The End of an Era, a docuseries about the Eras Tour releasing December 12th, but another tour movie with Disney+. This time with the Tortured Poets set. I get it, she's married to the grind. Just give us enough time to stop hating Showgirl so much and then release the backlog of content from 2 years ago. After all the backlash about Showgirl's lyricism and the hundreds of variants and exclusives and voice memos marketed to us for the album, I don't think doubling down on consumerism was exactly the move. That's all from me. I'm Alyssa Davis, and now we go back to news.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Retired veteran Senor Hobbs has returned to an old hobby. We go to Mark Belomny with the full story.
Roseville High School Spanish teacher Senor Hobbs owns a very exotic and rather difficult instrument that he enjoys to play. This was an activity that Hobbs liked to partake in from earlier years.
So this is called a bassoon. In band, they call it the clown of the band because it makes a lot of weird sounds. It can go very low, very high. It's a very difficult instrument. Not many people play it. One of the reasons being, they say we're all thumbs, but there's like 9 thumb keys just for that right there. And then I have all these over here. And whoever designed it, I don't know what they were doing that day, but it's difficult. So
playing the bassoon has been his hobby for a majority of his life, and he started playing when he was young and enjoyed it ever since.
Well, it was always a part of my life, and then in 2016, well actually 2013 I retired from the Army. 2016 I stopped playing completely. I sold my bassoon. I had a Fox 660, which is like a Lamborghini of bassoons, and I sold that because I was in rehearsal halls and my kids were cheering and doing other things and I was missing out. But then 2023 I decided to go back and start playing again. So it's a good outlet from the stress of the day here.
He plans to continue playing in the future and plans to participate more in shows.
Yes, so my wife and I actually joined a group this year. It's kind of like our date night now. But playing music, it just keeps the brain working properly, and I plan on doing it once I retire, just probably more so.
Thanks, Mark.
And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.